Good Monday to all of you. We get another opportunity to share some great nuggets with you to help, again, you take your vision, make that come to pass, strengthen your church, strengthen your ministry, strengthen your business with principles that I believe are helpful. Let me stop and tell you how excited I am for those of you that have been praying for us with our new church plant endeavor in the city of Balch Springs, Texas. Want to make sure that I say personally how grateful I am for your prayers and for your support. Yesterday we had our first initial service in Balch Springs, and God did something phenomenal there, and so I'm excited about what He will do in the weeks and the months and in the years to come. I appreciate support because it's just nice to be nice, and as you pour into others to make sure their dream comes to pass, it's great when people are able to do the same thing for you. So let me say for myself, as well as the Heart of Worship Connecting Center staff and ministry, how much I am grateful for your support. This Monday, I am led of the Lord to deal with consecration. I believe strongly that this is an hour where you want to make sure that you are increasing your level of capacity. Of course, we know that the greatest day in our Christian experience is, I call it He Got Up Day. It is an opportunity to celebrate resurrection. And as we move toward resurrection, I pray that this week would be a week of consecration for you, that you would think about the fact that He paid a debt that you owed, and you owed a debt that you could not pay. And out of every week, when we should have, I think, a greater reverence of what God did for us, I believe it should go on this week. And so I want you, man and woman, boy or girl, to hear me. In our areas of consecration, we want to look at what's the motive behind what I'm doing. I believe strongly that you can be very gifted and very anointed, but if you have the wrong motive, that you will fail at those things that you're already gifted for, because God is calling for more than what we do with lip service. He is calling disciplined people. Remember, He didn't just tell us to build a church. He told us go make disciples. The root word of disciple is discipline. And so when we fail to operate in discipline because we're not consecrated, our mind is not consecrated, our ears are not consecrated, those things that we watch, they're not consecrated. So I pray that this week, this video would serve. It's kind of like a checkup to help you to understand that you have to make sure your consecrations are right. You got to check motive. Why, in consecration, why am I doing what I'm doing? Why am I in the relationships that I'm in? Why am I feeling the way I'm feeling? You have to check motive. Why did I connect with them? Why am I going after this? If money is just the motivation, then you're missing it. It needs to be because purpose is screaming loud, saying, okay, we've got to accomplish something. It has to be motive. But then secondly, in consecration, you got to think about memory. It gives you an opportunity to regurgitate what's happened in times past, and then not only look at things you've accomplished, but look at other people's patterns of why they accomplished what they accomplished. Because again, in consecration, that's a moment for you to remember even you, those areas of giftedness that you bring to the table, as well as those flaws that you bring to the table. And so it's your job to make sure your memory is able to motivate you. Those things that you have been able to do in times past greatly, and then for whatever reason there's been failure, you get to remember some of those moments to help you align yourself to your current moment to accomplish great things. Then you got to not only look at motive, you got to not only look at your memory, but you have to look at meaning. What do I mean? What do the people around me, what do they mean to me? Again, with all the haters, all the enemy, all those things that we call things, most times we spend more time trying to prove our enemy wrong than proving those who love us right. You got to look at those things that actually mean something. It means something to me to not only be a pastor, but pastor's pastor. It means something to me to have this opportunity to share with the world certain things that I think would revolutionize them. In my moments of consecration, those things that mean something, those are things that even when I'm tired, even when I'm frustrated, even when I'm not having my best emotional or even spiritual moment, when I have people of meaning in my life, they help me accomplish great things because I'm able to pull past the flesh and tap into the spirit to accomplish some great things. In this week of consecration, we make our way to Good Friday. We make our way to Resurrection Sunday. I want to make sure that you are not only increasing in your gifting and your singing ability, your preaching ability, but increase in your consecration, because as God is making disciples, you can't make disciples if you're not disciplined. I'll talk to you again next month.